Gerudo Canyon Skyview Tower. And we need to activate it by solving some kind of pulley puzzle.
So there's an ultra hand thing up there.
There we go. I hate to break it to you, but the Skyview Tower is out of order. Yeah, we noticed. I'm here to fix it, but unfortunately the elevator's broken too. I can't get up to the tower to make the repairs. Do you see the metal bit up there? There used to be a platform attached to that. If you added enough weight, it'd go down and I'd go up. But the platform is gone. There's nothing attached to that metal bit, so I'm stuck down here. I obviously can't fix the Skyview Tower. Wish I knew of some way to get to the top. ... Well, game over. I guess we're stuck.
No, you can climb back up.
Oh yeah, right. Cool. Obviously. So we want a platform, don't we?
Yeah, and you can put a platform underneath. I know.
That's weird. Yeah. No, okay, yeah, because I see, because otherwise a bunch of stuff wouldn't work. Does that mean if we like attach 3 boxes to each other, they suddenly weigh the same as one box?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's like just gravity mechanics. So we're going to see how far down one box takes it. Second box.
Nothing.
Third box. It's a one-way pulley. We might not be able to test that. Are you the one who got the elevator working? You're amazing.
Thank you.
I'll get to work fixing the Skyview Tower right away. Uh-oh, the drive assembly mechanism is stuck. Probably from all the hot hours of the day here. If I swap out those parts for heat-resistant ones... Yes! It worked. Like a classic... It's classic. Someone commissioned a Skyview Tower and went, we don't need heat-resistant parts in the desert. Thanks to you, I can fix the Skyview Tower. Please take this for your trouble. Chili steamed mushrooms. If you head into the desert, make sure to protect yourself from the heat. It can get dangerous out there. Sometimes there's just no avoiding the heat. When that happens, a meal that'll cool you down should come in handy.
Time to activate the thing. Alright, time for the good cutscenes. Bad, but this is good. I've got one more to do and I'm savouring it.
Oh, is that you're on your last? We've got a complete map.
Yeah. Something that I'd really recommend doing is setting your mini map to always be north.
Oh, how do you do that?
In the menu.
The menu.
As in the inventory.
Yeah. So
settings.
Yeah, all the way to right.
Options. Down. Lock mini map to the north.
Ooh. Oh, that's cool.
It's very
Helps you not disorientate yourself.
Nice. Yep. Okay. That's a good hot tip.
You're about to go right into a sandstorm.
Oh, I'm about to land on a shrine. Let's see if I can impale myself on this shrine.
Yeah, but cook all your current materials first.
What?
Did I just see you tumbleweed eat role play as Mario just there?
You did.
The stable.
And of course, in the grand tradition, the stable is right near a
Shrine.
shrine.
And this one's boarded up, like with
That
the top boxes. Go in.
Can't even get in.
You can climb up that stick, that thing. Oh, there's a guy in there.
As I say, You dare try to keep me out of a stable? I'll smash up your boxes. Oh, good job making it in here. I mean, it's impressive that you came all this way, but the stable has closed its doors for good. Thanks to this extreme weather, almost no one rides through here. We get very few visitors of any sort. Making things worse, Princess Zelda gave the order that everyone had to stay away from our well. But we need that water, not to mention the mushrooms that grow inside it. It's only temporary, it'll help, she said. I'll be right back to fix it, she said. And then she completely abandoned us. Oh, sorry about that. The sadness just gets to me sometimes. Anyway, if you're looking for a place to rest, I recommend Bazaar. Just head out of here, turn west, keep going for a while, and then you'll find it.
Oh, wow.
It's a bit of a hike, but if you can find some transportation at the desert's entrance, you can get there in no time.
I mean, I did not use that transportation, and I got that in no time.
As for me, I've got a mountain of junk to clear out, so I'll get back to it. Can't leave a mess when I close things down. But just how am I going to deal with all this stuff? If that's all it takes, then we're gonna. What about I just burn down the stable? That'll solve it.
There's some more boxes just there.
Oh, right, fine. I'll plummet you to your doom.
Last one, go talk to him.
Sorry, but I need to focus on cleaning this place up for now. Whoa, huh? All that junk is just gone?
Oh, no, I got that. Oh, that was my water bottle, don't worry.
I wasn't sure what you were up to, truth be told. I wasn't sure what you were up to, truth be told, but clearly it was all part of masterfully removing that junk. You saved me. Thank you. I sort of let the junk pile build and build until it blocked the entrance, which was a real problem. I hear you, dude. I hear you. There's still some work to be done, but thanks to you I can get out of this place. That said, given that I'm wearing the uniform and this stable's still standing, would you be my final customer? Okay, welcome to Gerudo Canyon Stable. You, sir, have the honour of being the very last guest the stable will ever have. And that, dear customer, deserves commemoration. In the form of 1 pony point. Oh, you're not actually a stable association member?
What?
Yeah, I can see how the pony point thing could be confusing. It was going to be your reward for helping me clean. But you can't earn pony points until you've registered at another stable. Come back and get your point once you do. I just wanted to go to Gerudo Town.
Okay.
So that's going to bring us out into
Cold zone.
the full-on desert. There's...
The colder zone.
Is that the bazaar?
Yeah, that's the bazaar.
Bazaar over there, isn't it?
It's a really bizarre bazaar. Not you.
A couple of people. Oh yeah, we've got the sand seals. Bazaar. I can't help but smile whenever I've got customers, whether it's 1 or 100. It's not enough that the intense desert days and freezing desert nights have reached Gerudo Canyon. Thanks to that sand shroud, there hasn't been any business here at all. If you're interested in sand seals, then you're in the right place.
Don't.
Sand seals are animals that can cruise easily through the desert, and this shop is where we rent them to travellers. Many travellers embark on journeys into the desert, only to discover how quickly their feet sink into the dunes. So if you're thinking of crossing the desert, you should make it easy on yourself and go sand seal surfing instead.
Sand seal surfing.
Renting a sand seal costs 20 rupees, or if you're interested in a sleigh seal, a sand seal with a carrier, it's 50 rupees. And I've got 21 rupees.
Don't get one.
So rent one, you can catch one. I can't remember how to catch them. Hey now, you aren't thinking of going and catching a wild sand seal after I explain things, are you? I mean, if you did, you'd have to contend with their exceptional senses. They easily startle at slight sounds and tremors. Unless you're really, really sneaky, they'll run away the moment they notice you. And even then, untether from one you've caught, and it'll be gone faster than you can say, I should have rented from Combe.
Their name is Combe.
And then just FYI, this is how you crouch. That's the difference you get if you rent a trained sand seal. Ours have a great temperament and are easy to control. Renting one would be a deal at twice the price. What do you say? Interested? And then we'll go back to the thing. probably. Let's see what Pocky has to say. Excuse me? If you're looking to rent sand seal, go right ahead, don't mind me. I'm busy trying to figure out how I'll get back to Gerudo Town.
Gerudo Town?
Gerudo Town? It's a bit hard to see it right now because of the sand shroud covering the desert. Look far in the distance. Do you see that shrine peeking out above the sand shroud? That's where Gerudo Town is. Oh, that's not the Bazaar. Shrines just like that one appeared over the world after the upheaval. Lucky for me too. If that one hadn't shown up, I'd have completely lost sight of town. Of course, it's really hard to see inside the sand shroud, so it might be impossible to reach town even with the sand seal. I was supposed to investigate those ruins too, but trying to travel in the sand shroud was a terrible idea. Maybe I should just stay at Caravan Bazaar and rest. It'd mean giving up getting back to town, but...
Stay on the road and you won't get much. I stayed on the road.
I knew it. Look, Lizzle Foss.
Yeah, but you don't just go pick a fight with them. And you should have the experience that I had, where you don't get much by a little fox. Be good to go to that shrine now.
Saba. Another Hylian? Huh? I commend you and those merchants for making it here under these abnormal conditions. But the area south of Caravan Bazaar is covered by the sand shroud right now, so visibility is extremely low. Then there are the eyewitness reports of strange monsters. I won't think any less of you if you call off your trip here. Besides, this oasis is under protection of us Gerudo soldiers, so you know it's a safe place to rest and relax. What? No. Unnecessary amounts of blood moon music. Shrine time?
Yep.
Yeah. And it's a nice day in Caravan Bazaar. We're here on the way to Gerudo Town. That's where I'm heading. We've got Caravan Bazaar. There's a shrine right next to it, which is a nice safety point because apparently this road gets a bit treacherous. Anyway, not going to get too distracted by Caravan Bazaar. Let's just see what's going on over here. Well, good dark. Dear me, I accidentally combined good day with the Gerudo Savak there. Perhaps I've lived here too long. Which reminds me, I've heard all sorts of new greetings lately, like Bota and Savak. Should I be using those instead? Another Hylian stranded by the sand shroud, I take it? How challenging life without wings must be. The higher you go, the thinner the shroud gets, so we Rito can soar right over it. For us, it's little more than a sandy fog. Okay, well, I'm going to get into that one. So, sand shroud is basically all the sand that's covering the Gerudo Desert. Let's find out what's going on here. Savak, that was a perfect var if I do say so myself. I don't think I've seen you around here before. Good on you for saying hello. Who are we? We're the first men who will officially do business with the Gerudo, the Vo Caravan Squad. If you two want to go to Gerudo Town, you do well to make friends with us. We're a group of merchants and friends who have long dreamed of doing business in Gerudo Town. Oh, and Vo is the Gerudo word for man. Vo's the word to know. If you don't understand at least one word in their language, the Gerudo will never accept you. And we should know, we've spent years here trying to curry favour with them any way we could. They've finally entrusted us with protecting the western entrance to Caravan Bazaar. I've lost count of the number of times I've been swatted with the flat of a guard's spear. They mistake me for some lowly opportunist. Gerudo Town? Gerudo Town is located straight out of this gate. It's a town made by Gerudo for Gerudo, which means it's full of Gerudo. God. I think we understood. And to us, that means it's a utopia.
Wow, guys.
Captain, not so loud. You're going to give the Gerudo a bad impression of us. Sorry, Robston. It just slipped out.
Wow, I really don't want those guys to have any involvement in the Gerudo.
Anyway, the Gerudo have a law forbidding males from entering their town. Keeping us shut out only makes us all the more curious, though. I mean, that's just common sense. We were hoping to raise the Vo Caravan Squad's likability by gallantly rescuing the Gerudo ladies from the sand shroud. Dude, But the sand shroud doesn't just block our vision, it confuses our compasses too. We got lost in about 5 seconds. In the end, it was the Gerudo ladies who ended up gallantly rescuing us. Still, maybe if we prove our muster as gate guards, Gerudo Town will make an exception and welcome us as heroes.
They'll welcome you as gate guards. That is all they will do, and I hope that is all they will do.
Grah! Get a load of this orb seems really old and really expensive, don't you think? I hear there's someone in Gerudo Town who's investigating all these ancient whatchamacallits. So once I get into town, I'm planning on finding somebody who knows their stuff about this stuff. Okay, so we're clearly gonna... Oh. Just can't get enough of my orb, can you? Well, that one's mine. If you want your own, you're gonna have to find it yourself. Yeah, or maybe I could chop off your head. Oh, no. I accidentally tried to... Smack. Yeah, it's dangerous. Yeah, smack.
Okay, can you just stop messing around?
I'm trying to smack him. Fine. Do you know the sand shroud may come to stop working, right? You're not really thinking about trying to push your way through it, are you? It's even more dangerous right now in the heat of the day. Just don't do it! It took years and years of regular visits, but we finally started to convince the Gerudo that they can depend on us. So please, I'm begging you, don't ruin it by causing any trouble or being reckless. I'm Link. If I had a middle name, it would be Reckless. Clearly just going to go with the original plan and just run in a straight line from here.
Okay, best to use updrafts when you can. It's going to be a lot tougher to fight those Gibdos if you're in
Yep. But Desert Rift, eh?
Are you going to jump in?
I was just going to fly across. Hey, just running across the desert.
What? Oh, this is a fallen ruin. And there's only a rocket on here.
Is that a rocket?
Yeah, that was a rocket down there. And there's a spring. Also, did you know you can? And there's a sled. There's a sled over there.
Don't we know what is happening here?
Oh yeah, and there's a fan too. This is how sleds were meant to be used. You attach it on top of the fan, I'm pretty sure.
I hate everyone. There you go. How wrong could it possibly go? Hey, that's what we are.
Yeah, that's how long it could possibly go.
Gerudo Town.
Listen to the music.
Yeah, it's pretty intimidating music. And unlike in Breath of the Wild, I have not been instantly ejected for landing in Gerudo Town, which is what should happen, but clearly Gerudo Town is all janked up.
Funnily enough, there's an area up there where you can see above the sandstorm and everything else.
Where are you? What are you doing?
Gerudo Town.
Yeah.
Down the Gerudo Town.
Yep.
Doing quests.
Just heading for the Gerudo Town Shrine. After yeeting myself into the air on a sled with a rocket attached.
Oh.
Oh, it's another one of these.
Yo deaths.
Oh, that's right. That's what I pinned. Hold on. I spy my lie something beginning with a shrine. So what we have here is a ruined Gerudo Town. And we're going to have to unravel the mystery of what could have possibly happened.
What could have ever possibly happened? What in the world could have ever happened to it? I can't think of a single thing.
Hold on. Riju's diary. We love reading people's diaries. I received an unsettling report from Buliara today. A strange haze, some have called it gloom, is emanating from beneath Hyrule Castle. Those who touch it fall ill. But my friends Link and Zelda are in Hyrule. I'm sure that those two can get to the bottom of this problem. A new, much more worrying report has arrived. Both Link and Zelda have gone missing while exploring below Hyrule Castle. Shortly after they were lost, the castle lifted off into the sky, where it was joined by countless small floating islands. So much happening all at once. What is going on in the world? And are those two safe? Things grow more and more dire across Hyrule, and now the danger has come here as well. A sand shroud, the worst sandstorm in recent memory, has covered the area. People are taking shelter underground. We travelled out to see if we could discern the cause of it, but we were ambushed by new monsters called Gibdos. To make matters worse, I wasn't able to accurately hit them with the lightning I can call down. We're inundated with those seeking safety from the sand shroud or the Gibdos, and we still don't know what has caused this. As the chief of Gerudo Town, I am to blame for these failures. The fortifications protecting the shelter are strong. There's no way the monsters will be able to break through. We're also lucky to have a good source of water in the shelter, but we must watch for invaders trying to use the waterways. And, as a precaution, we should cover the hole behind the throne. Sitting here, feeling sorry for myself, won't save anything. I'm going to leave Buliara in charge of the shelter and go train. The ruins to the north aren't too far. They should be the perfect place for me to practice with my lightning. Despite my worries for my people and for the world, I must do what I can. I know that's what Zelda would advise me to do. Old Lady Urbosa, if only you were here with us, watch over us all in these dark times and keep Zelda and Link safe. So, somewhat handily, the secret journal of the chief tells us exactly where the secret entrance to the secret shelter is, if I can remember how to get to the throne room.
Should we just below here?
Hole behind the throne. Yep, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to yeet this.
No, don't use it.
Why not?
Because that is precious.
And we're going to come down here. And we're going to climb up a wall.
No.
A Vo! There's a Vo here, stop him! Oh no. This is usually where we'd get chucked out of Gerudo Town. Vo are not permitted to be here. You must leave at once. Oh no. Literally, hold on. Buliara, Gerudo Captain of the Guard. It has been some time, swordsman. It's alright. This one has the chief's permission to enter, and he's welcome to visit any of the shops and businesses. Spread the word. Let everyone know this is the case. If you've come all this way and during the strange storm that plagues us, you must have some important news to share. The Princess of Hyrule is still missing? We had heard of the events at Hyrule Castle, but things are dire indeed. Still, swordsman, Link, I'm impressed you made it here through the storm that surrounds Gerudo Town. The sand shroud settled on us some time ago. We sent out patrols to try to determine what was causing it, but a swarm of monsters, creatures called Gibdos, suddenly appeared, attacked our troops, and forced us to retreat. Gibdos are basically like zombies.
Yeah. Remember the videos from Ocarina of Time? Yeah, they're basically those.
The Gibdos have even made their way into the town. As a result, everyone was evacuated to this shelter for their safety. As someone charged with protecting Gerudo Town, I am ashamed at our current situation. This is all to say that, although I wish I could help you search for the princess, now is not a good time. I'm sorry. Lady Riju is currently training. She's trying to become strong enough to save us from this disaster. If you're hoping to speak with Lady Riju, you should visit the ruins to the north. Okay. And that gets us onto the Gerudo Town element of the regional phenomena.